performance on Nuke. Faze down looking to convert this series 2-0. They'll be entering the pistol with 2 P250s, 2 smokes, a couple of flashbangs to boot as well, and 3 players towards the A bomb site. A split looking very likely as we see Rain and Twist negates the underpass position. They'll be looking to come in from the connector. And no real aggression from the CTs there, Anders. JKS and Spawn, a double little stack towards the jungle area.
Well, look at how quickly they throw the smokes. They're already initiating the first part of the pincer movement, maybe drawing away attention from the middle. So we'll see how this connector play is going to be working out. They're already trying to jump past, but Nico stops them in their tracks. The headshots, they're gorgeous, aren't they? 2 to shut down the entire part of that push. And now it's a 3 versus 4. The bomb being attempted. Carrigan is just crossing his fingers and hoping, and maybe with the help of Brokey, getting the bomb down there.
Oh, wow. Okay, Rops will find a beautiful shot there towards the connector. Gets himself a double as well, and it's Nico who's managed to find 3 kills in total so far. We'll have to do an ace clutch to close this one out, Anders.
Well, if anyone could, it just might be Nico. See if he can find the first kill. I don't think there's a kit anywhere, so it's going to have to be quick. He gets another one. With a kit, he's already won the round. It's already done, but 10 seconds is a long time, and he thinks he's going to get peeked. He realizes now where they're coming from, looking for one more headshot. He really wants it, but I think, unfortunately, he is out of time, and Rops will best him on the other side with a quad kill of his own.
Nico just can't do enough for G2 right now. It opens up with a 5-on-3. He fires 2 bullets with the USP, Anders, and gets 2 headshots. Have a look at those right now. 1. 2. Clean as you like. You can't ask for much more than him. At that point, he gets 3 kills, make it 4 in total. But Rops denies the victory, and that is going to be very disappointing. After winning both pistols on Nuke, losing 16-7, they now open up their CT campaign here with another Deagle headshot. Nico can't miss right now. That is wonderful. Will it be enough? Time will tell. They've got the man advantage for now as Monacy leaps up to the B apartments here, escorting 2 players.
Good read from Rops. He's got a very good understanding of what's in front of him. So he sets 75, and he peeks right where the grenade is out, and it's enough pressure to bring down Hooksy at the end of it. Hunter would love to hunt it down, but not going to be possible now. Rops is practically dead, left on 13 health, but he is still alive, and he's going to be falling back to safety. 3 versus 4. There was a moment there where it could have blown up in the faces of Faze.
Had they been a little bit more aggressive, who knows? But man advantage now gifted over to Faze. Rops is low, like you mentioned, but he's already done the heavy lifting in this round. 2 kills found. Swaps over to the MAC-10. And just taking vision away from the CTs here, allowing them to garner control of connector. Rain will sneak into that position. We've got Twist with the bomb. Rotating in from T-Spawn as well, joining Carrigan at the A-bomb side.
JKS, good position, but Rain even more powerful there with the Galil. And that will pretty much cancel out any threat in this round. G2 with just Hunter left. Here's a nice attempt to try and shoot through the box, but it probably would require some madness like that to even get close. Hunter's actually one of the few players left that's pretty decent with the C-Set 75, so...
He's got that going for him.
He's got that.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a weapon that's gone a little bit out of fashion, I suppose. Not as popular as it used to be. The 5.7 taking the lion's share of most purchases these days. But the CZ, as you can see, still a potent pistol in the right hands, as Hunter will fight for survival here. 2 kills found. Looks like he's going to be holding on to his M4.
That's pretty efficient.
Yeah, he was pretty good at that in Nuke as well. He survived a lot, but wasn't having a whole lot of impact. Faze down finding 2 rounds, fending off the 4 spy. Hunter makes it a little bit more interesting into the next one. We saw him save the M4 plenty of times. Couldn't really find the positional control to take use of it going forward. That was the opening kill from Nico as well, but Rops taking care of business here. Just about finds that kill on the fadeaway as well. And Rain closing things out with his kills with the Galil. So round 3, can't really invest anything, unfortunately. Hunter can drop his CZ over. So we'll have that. But we'll take an absolute miraculous play from Hunter here to stand a chance of going in his direction as he boosts up towards the ladder room. He has got contact towards short. And Rain might be offering himself up early.
They're going to smoke it. I was going to say there's a lot of ways to deal with it. You could pop flash it. You could try and do something else. Don't think he could see Monacy, but he can now. We'll find the shot. Still don't know about the M4. That's right on the other side of that smoke. When it fades, it could definitely be interesting. Hooksy's fallen down, so now the chances are they're going to be able to trade it. Hunter, that's a nice attempt. Almost gets the double, but it's not enough.
Yeah, about all he could do there. Waiting for the fade on the smoke. Leaps out, looking for two, only able to get one frag, and that's pretty much all they'll find here. Nico alone towards short, and potential to find the kill in the ladder room, I suppose. That'd be towards Brokey, but it would take a hell of a shot at this stage, and actually in the right position to do so. But 3-0 confirmed. Gun rounds begin right here, right now. Perfect streak so far. 3-0 for FaZe Clan on their map pick. Already a map under their belts, and a lackluster G2 on the server today.
Yeah, they haven't shown up in the way. They've had individual bursts of really exciting Counter-Strike.
An individual. It's Nico.
An individual.
Nico has done God's work to even find him a few rounds. He's had incredibly explosive clutch potentials as well, converting that 1v3. And we'll get into the first gun round here. Bit of aggression shown from the AWP towards Underpass. Nico with the one-way patrolling middle for him. Huge round here, sets the tone for the rest of the half.
It does. The first buy round, they must pull this in their favor, but Rain out in front, going to be taking down Nico. m0NESY with a return. He's still in the middle inside of the smoke. Do they realize? I don't think they do. Maybe they would have tried to test it a bit more. They almost catch him. It's a bullet. No. It just recoils right into m0NESY's face.
The
crosser, looked like it was so far away.
The crosser was nowhere near him. So, yeah, a fortunate kill. Good awareness, though. And connects the dots. 4 versus 2. We're not done here just yet, but maybe we are now. JKS in position. Could make a dent in this one and require a 4 versus 1 clutch. Looks like he's going to at least explore his options here. He's got his position and a chance. They've given him something to work with here.
So much time, and they're going to double up on him. It's a pretty cool attempt. I like it, but he was going to have to keep that fight going for a real long time, and eventually would have been flanked as well, so probably very tricky to win. 4-0 in favor of FaZe.
Well, we're 4 rounds in, and FaZe Clan already have more T rounds than their total against Team Liquid.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a 16-14 game. And they're going to get a lot more than 3 here, I can tell you that much. So this is a problem for G2. This is where FaZe looked weak earlier in the tournament, but anything but to kick things off here. Up against the half buy. Maximum loss bonus into the next, so you can take yourself down to about $2,000 per player. CZs, Desert Eagles, couple of smokes, that's about it. As they spread quite thinly on the map, there's no real stack in sight.
Yeah, relying on the individuality of those Deagles. And actually, Hooksy's picked up a CC as well, so they got some automated pistols to play around with. That's interesting. Still crossing my fingers that we'll get one of those Nico rounds with the Deagle. They are exciting. We saw at least a good shot earlier, but he's in a position here. He's probably going to get overwhelmed. They're kind of everywhere.
I think he gets going here. I take it back. I didn't finish the sentence. It doesn't count. And we'll see the opening kill for FaZe Clan. Carrigan will chime in as well. But the second, that's m0NESY removed from the equation. 5-3 ensues as we see FaZe going through the motions here. That half buy was no problem whatsoever. FaZe Clan are officially on fire. 5-0. G2 might want to bring out a double AWP early, considering how poorly this is going so far. They've got the resources to do now. You'd normally see maybe Hooksy picks it up, goes towards B. They'll take the tactical timeout regardless and discuss the options. Hooksy yet to buy. m0NESY's got his AWP. JKS with 5,200 as well. So just got to take this moment to catch their breath. It obviously can't go much worse than this to kick off a second map. You're a map down. It's your opponent's pick. They are looking red hot. And you've only really had one player turn up to this series so far.
When that's the upside you can come up with, Henry, is that it can't get worse.
Right.
You know, you're in a bad position.
Well, they'll go with a single M4 setup here. Just to note, M4A4s across the board for G2.
Right. Probably a little bit map dependent.
Yeah, I would say so.
At this stage, but yeah, it's been so impressively one-sided at the moment. Just a comprehensive performance coming up from FaZe. They look very, very confident.
Carrigan's in the zone right now. He knows they'll be adjusting their setup, working on what they're doing next, maybe a bit of aggression. He's just going for a 5-man execute towards A. Now, you'll normally deploy this once, maybe twice a half, but this is a great round to bring it out just when they're adjusting, just when they're changing things up, and it's quick commitment as well.
Yeah, JKS, he's seen the danger. It's a really amazing grenade that he threw back there, but it's not going to help him. He still goes down to Robson. There's smoke and flashes everywhere. Hooksy was standing on Carrigan. He realized and gets the shot. Rops, he can't be stopped. 3 kills on him as he takes down Hooksy and Nico in quick succession. Flashed into the next one. It's a quad kill on Mr. Cool, and it's just Hunter left. He's picked up the AWP. He actually does tag him. He's going for the ace right now. That's what he's looking for.
Rock'em, sock'em, Counter-Strike. The perfect execution. Brokey looking to close things out, but they can still lose this one. It doesn't matter, though. The P250 will find that final kill. What an amazing sequence once again from Rops, one of the world's best in peak form right now, showing us how good he can be. An A execution, nothing too special about that, but the individual play of Rops was magnificent. This was a lovely little maneuver from Hooksy. He did well to get a double frag there, but unfortunately, just riled up the beast as Robs decimates them one by one. 6-0 for FaZe Clan now as GT will limp into the round with 4 pistols and a scout. Maybe a bit of aggression here. Nothing seems to be working for them. A 4-man stack toward the A bomb site, and they're going for the same strat once again, Anders. 5-man attack, execution, and that Rops off the leash.
He's 14-2. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, go get him. We said he had the hot hand before, but this time it's red hot.
203 ADR. Come on, man. What do you do? How can you stop that? Well, they are going for it once again. A bit of a smoke to maybe slow them down.
Yeah, they don't have to run through this smoke. It's not a requirement, but Carrigan will lead the charge. Happy to do so. The first kill with the 5-7. That's why you probably don't want to go for those smokes. And now a difficult recovery as Monacy finding shots of the Desert Eagle. 2 kills found already, but speaking of 2, it's an even situation for now. Nico pulls one back. Oh, he just can't catch a break right now. Hitting lovely shots. Might not be enough still. Hooksy, 1 versus 1 against Brokey. 50 seconds on the clock. Aware of the potential possibility of a flank here. He's going towards T-spawn to check it out.
I'd love for Brokey to reload this weapon. Just...
Yeah, with 5 bullets. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, thank you, Brokey. It's appreciated.
So we've got a full round reset here. Hooksy operating with 0 information at this stage. Bear in mind, that's a scout he's got, not an AWP. And he might be able to hit those footsteps. Yeah, he definitely will. He could actually hit this with 1 shot. He's 66 HP. He just has to connect. Oh, Hooksy.
He's messed it up once. Flashed out. Now the pressure is on. And
there we go. We'll take it. Good Lord. Yeah, sigh of relief there, Hooksy. You got to hit those ones, I'm afraid. Very close, a little bit scary, but makes up for it. No harm, no foul whatsoever as they find their first round on the board. Should have won it earlier after this 5-on-3 opener from JKS there. Little bit scary at the end, but Brokey couldn't find footing toward the bomb site. And we find the first for G2. So, plenty of money, as you might imagine, but if they can win this, G2 that is, they will break the back of FaZe financially.
6-1, yeah. They absolutely need to.
Might have been GG if Hooksy gave that round up.
It's really...
It felt like that might have done it.
The first missed shot there, just curling your toes watching
Yeah, like just thinking, oh, at least we've got this one in the bag. This one's locked in.
Oh, what a counter flash. They had them locked in the corner, and now instead it's gone the other way. Twist with the double. The flashbang timing against those. There's 3 CTs in the middle. They had 2 people that were wedged up against the wall, and you probably can't escape there. If you're the T side, you're going to die in that corner. Except for the flashbang.
It was looking so good for G2, though. They had 3 players ready to push. Their flashbang was epic, but as you mentioned, the counter flash was spot on. It couldn't have been more devastating if they tried. Nico was about to get a big spray down, and all of a sudden, 4 kills come in the feed for FaZe. Round over. Bit of a harsh reset as well. In terms of loss bonus, and as they get $2,900 into the next round, they were fully invested after going down to 1 versus 1 before. And here's JKS. All he can do is save the M4. The replay of that round is going to be crazy to watch.
Yeah, I'd really love to know exactly how that was thrown. It was so bad. I think no one even turned around. And obviously the fact that someone's coming up from underpass, so they're getting sandwiched in while they're flashed.
Too many targets to look at.
7-1.
Like 7 players all fighting.
Yeah. What a nightmare for G2.
Yeah, can't catch a break. everything they're trying is the perfect response. And yeah, this is the angle to look at it from. So not only are they jumping into flames at the start, there's the flashbang.
Yeah.
It absolutely wrecked everyone, courtesy of Karrigan. They kept flying in as well. Rob's deploying them too. And yeah, they were just blind as a bat. Hoping they could connect some shots there, but again, half by territory doesn't feel good. They managed to win one of these rounds courtesy of a Hooksy scout, but yeah, that one almost fell apart as well.
Yeah, nearly did. They need a miracle once again. I mean, Nico, this would be one of the rounds where you could maybe start to get the team a little bit fired up, but even saying that feels a bit hollow, because even on Nuke, when some of those rounds happened, they never really exploded behind it. It wasn't really enough. Team just looks a bit deflated, a bit more than you would have wanted at the moment here. I like this aggression, though, from JKS. He's got the rifle. I think he should try and find some relevancy. Now, they're going far away, but he's still doing a lot to make sure they can have a stack towards the B-bomb site. He's not moving forward. Now he finally is, but I think this is going to be too late. This will be down to the B defense. I think JKS will either save or he will be there in a 1 versus 1. Hooksy trying to stay alive, but Rops making sure that he can't. 17-3 on Rops, and yeah, JKS, like I said, just not going to be there in time.
Yeah, not many options for poor old Justin, I'm afraid. He'll be top of middle. M4 once again, and all he can do is save as we go 8-1 here. On the T side for Faze on their pick, a map already under their belts. G2's option of Nuke was pretty comfortable for them to pick up. 16-7 after losing both pistols as well, Anders. This is a weak-looking Faze today. They do not have a response. I would hazard a guess we might see the double AWP going forward. Now nothing is working for them.
Yes.
JKS will save the M4, so that option is available to them. So we'll get into it. That's to be survived. It's looking fine. They're not committing to the hunt here. So we'll see if they want to change their formation. Maybe go for a timeout here. Because it's spiraling out of control now. This one has unraveled. It already did on Nuke. And they are not recovering.
If you're a FaZe fan, you've got to be thinking Robin leaving the squad through a lot of things into question. Not to say that this means that they completely recovered and there's no problem at all, but it's at least nice to see that, you know, it hasn't just thrown them into this pit of uncertainty. Like, they still obviously know how to play the game, and they seem to be very, very well structured at the moment. I don't know if this is... Obviously, FaZe are playing way better than they were against Liquid, but it also feels like G2 just... There's some real holes in this game for them that are starting to show.
Something's not right.
Yeah. It's
not clicking. And it's difficult to give them many caveats here. They're one of the few teams that hasn't changed their roster during the break, right? It was Heroic, FaZe Clan, and G2. The only teams at this tournament coming in with the same roster as last season. You would think they are looking revitalized, rejuvenated, whatever you want to call it. But this is looking uncomfortable, I would say. So we've had plenty of A executions. Lots of defaults, fast pacing from FaZe, and this time focusing their efforts towards B. After the tactical timeout, they're just going with these set pieces. Like, Karrigan's got them in the pocket right now, and he's committing. Here we go.
Yeah, not slowing it down. Wants to see if he could get the uppercut towards the B bomb site. Hunter is here, and it's a really nice little transfer there. Hooksy's going to be there on the crossfire. The bomb is down on the floor of the bomb site, so this should be an absolute lock-in round. Hunter doing excellent work on the defense. Brokey and Robs left 2 versus 4, and there should be no world in which they win this one. But somehow, they get the bomb plant. Even that is a little bit of a miracle, and it's planted in the middle of it. Robs showing up, and he will get shut down. All right, I was worried too, but it's all good,
I was going to say Robs in a 4 versus 1 with the bomb down. You never know. I wasn't planted for him, unfortunately, but there it is. FaZe, like I said, they've got all the momentum in their favor right now. Karrigan's enjoying himself. There's not really an incorrect call at this stage when you're running away with it in this sort of fashion. They've had so many good A executions. Trying their luck towards B this time. It's actually a pretty solid hold from Hooksy and co. Only one player going down. Great crossfires. Good discipline on the re-peaks. The bomb does get planted. That was going to happen just courtesy of Brokey getting in that smoke. And we'll see whether they can find subsequent rounds here. They can string a few together, Anders. One will not do here. Double AWP setup now from Odyssey and Hooksy. Bear in mind, Hooksy can now be the turret. They can have a stronger A and middle here. That's what you'll normally see Karrigan switch to as well.
Yeah, you signaled the double AWP as a potential solution for G2, and they finally found the resources. or just come up with a good idea to try and do it here. Hooksy, gotta be real careful about this. There is someone holding on the other side. But it does give them, should give them a bit of luxury of having more of a mid presence from the second B player. You can be quicker on the rotation, you have more of information, and you can just leave Hooksy to AWP into that hallway and should be fine. Look at JKS. Pushing forward, should get a free kill. They already got one in the middle from Nico, and this is the solid round that you need. 4 kills that go the way of G2.
Yeah.
You can just brokey.
This is much more like it. Good active play from JKS as well. As soon as that first kill comes through, he commits, finds the bomb, shuts it all down. And they actually keep 5 players alive as well. And you can see this having that extra man towards A, Hooksy with the AWP towards the B area, smoking it off, guaranteeing they're not going to be pressured on that side of the map. Gives them a bit more freedom. And that's a very compelling round. We need a lot more where that came from. Of course, that's only going to be the third here. It's Brokey with the AWP, 30 seconds. Just trying to get the absolute maximum out of this save if possible. Just looking to see if anyone will push him. But considering the current situation at G2, they'll probably just try and keep everyone up. They've got the Royal Flush setup going forward. Double AWPs and 3 AK-47s. That's a great way to start your campaign to recover this series.
Yeah, it doesn't get any stronger than that, really. My God, it's a long ways back, though. Faze, they've already done more than they needed to in the first half. 8 rounds on the T side. They're perfectly happy where they are. Anything
else now is a bonus. They've already achieved their goal of winning the half on the T side. Like, they can take the series 2-0 already. If they get anything further than 8, God help G2, because they'll be in a world of trouble, considering how disjointed the team is looking right now.
And also just, you know, looking at the body language there, they just look like they're just staring into the distance of the screen, like into the horizon. They don't look...
So, with this tournament as well, bear in mind, sure, it's G2 versus Faze. It's a big matchup.
Yes.
But in this tournament, you just need to get top 6. It's the first tournament from the break, so I don't want anyone to read too much into this. Like, you're not going to be bringing everything you've got when you just need to make top 6. So it's a binary outcome, right? That's all you need to do. So yeah, these games are indicative of what we should expect, but a lot of these teams fresh from vacation, looking to build themselves into Cologne. So don't be too harsh on them, you know.
Yeah, I think that is fair. I would say for G2, some of it for me goes into like a broader pattern of not finding the right synergy. I could respect it if they get out-called by Kerrigan in some of these rounds. I'd say, okay, well, maybe that can happen, but I just wish that, I wish I'd see a little bit more on the individual side. I think towards the end of Nuke, we did have both Nico and Hunter and Monacy that were all playing at a pretty good level. I want to see that at the start of a map. I want to see all 3 of those really turning up and defending their positions. I think that's like the baseline for G2. And then whether or not JKS and Hooksy can do enough and they have the strategy, that's like a secondary question almost. But just get the original trio from this G2 lineup to really do some work. That's what I want to see.
Well, plenty of time to contemplate, work out what's gone wrong so far. We've got a rare technical issue here. It's been very smooth so far.
Yes.
At Blast Premier full groups, to be honest with you. First technical pause we've already had. It's been business as usual otherwise, but you can see the players unable to talk in this time. You just got to stew over your own thoughts. Faze, well, looking quite relaxed.
Why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
They're having a great time.
Yeah, well, they've got 8 rounds here on the T side. They've already taken Nuke, their opponent's map pick, 16-7. Very convincing performance. Your stars are shining. Robs is looking magnificent. Twists had an epic performance on Nuke as well. As we'll see the pause come to its logical conclusion. We are at the end of it. We're getting back into round number 12, ladies and gentlemen. Faze hunting for a 2-0 scoreline here. And it's looking very good for that outcome. We'll see if the double AWP can hold strong once again as we enter the next gun round here. Money actually running relatively thin, considering how many rounds they've got under their belts. Faze will have a Galil and bare bones utility in round number 12 here.
There's default grenades being thrown up by Rain just to put some pressure on and limit the potential for anyone being in connector. Nico, smooth jump back. Was a minute there where he could have got shot, but Smoke also separating 2 of the AWPs here in the middle. Ooh, it's going to almost fade. Brokey's a little bit quicker this time around. I like the idea of throwing down the smoke from Monacy, but it doesn't make a difference. And Brokey, he's reading it. He sees it coming. Flashed out of position, though, but Nico wanted to take the challenge on the other side.
Yeah, making sure he called for the flashbang from his teammate as well. At least had a decent chance of finding it. A good grenade thrown by Nico. Takes Karrigan down to 67 now. And it's Rain operating up towards shore. Hunter's in trouble here. He's been surrounded by multiple members of Faze clan. Nico with a shot through the smoke will get the in-game leader of Faze, but that is a massive frag. That's the B-bomb site wide open, but he's got the AWP. There is a chance. It doesn't have to end here.
I think they're not even moving out of the A-bomb side. I think they're saying, Nico, if you get 1 or 2 kills right now, then we can go for the retake. But it feels like they never even got close to you. Could see them already running away. Yeah. So they wanted someone to peek. I can understand it. You've got a double AWP. You don't want to throw it away, but it's going to give Faze a 9th round.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
It would take a massive mistake, of course, from Faze for Nico to be given an opportunity. He can't launch through the window and go for a simple esque play. It's not going to happen.
And I don't know how much you'd want to play Hunter, but it really is unfortunate when you're the only defender in the bomb site and he's caught backtracking into
Oh, yeah. Like, what can he do? You can hear them coming apartments. You know they're up shore.
Yeah.
And he found 1 kill. You know, like, what can you really do? You're holding, trying to play for information, hoping to boost the A-bomb side with just you playing there alone. And, yeah, Karrigan's got them right in his pocket right now. It's an opening pick, right? It's a 5-on-4 to kick things off. Nico pulls on back, but then you know that's the connector player. He's got an AWP. If we go towards B, he'll hold towards window, and then no one had peeked towards, so they gave him nothing to work with. That's the only way he would have wanted if someone overstepped the mark. If someone pushed in towards kitchen, they gave him nothing. So, clean bomb plant. Nice crossfires. Playing it by the book. Faze clan will get 9 on the board here. Double AWP setup will remain, saving the previous round. They've got an AK as well with JKS, and a little bit of aggression here, looking for that opening pick on both sides of the map. It's Hooksy towards the Palace. Monacy strikes in middle, and they've got the 5-on-3 once again, courtesy of the double sniper setup.
That's how it's supposed to work. That's why you invest into it, because you do sometimes get these great openings, and it puts you well ahead of your opponents. 5 versus 3. G2, even in spite of them looking a bit cold today, they should have the protocols to just win a round like this one. And now the JKS got the headshot. Again, rely on the basics. Trade your way through the round if you really have to, but you should never be giving this one up. Twist and Rain are on the T side, and they're going to get a bit close to the A-bomb side, looking to see if they could find JKS jumping back there for information. He's going to spot them out, the power of that jump. And everyone's being pulled for, so G2 practically already securing a 4th round here.
I think you might be onto something there, Anders, as Twists and Rain don't have much to do here in the 5-on-2. Both operating towards A, and the first incision has been made at least. It's going to be JKS to be removed, so if they can make the round expensive, that will have some ramifications going forward. Hell, they might even have a chance to win it at this point. They've been given a lot of space, applying pressure. They know they need picks here. Can't plant until they thin out the herd a little bit here. Hooksy should confirm things, but Rain is being a real nuisance. Finally silenced there by Hunter. It will be the 4 for G2, and the money should be in a pretty precarious spot. Faze do have enough to bring out maybe 3 AK-47s, but probably not worth it. G2 might have a chance to find some respite here. As we'll see Hooksy. This is the opening pick, the double AWP setup. How do you have these versatile openers and probing both sides of the map here, top and middle and the Palace area, earning themselves a 5-on-3 and an eco for Faze. So hunting for that 9-6 scoreline. That would be considered a recovery, considering they were what, like 8-1 down or something like that?
Yeah.
It was 8-1, yeah.
Failed Molotov, but I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think it's 6 rounds, at least there's someone still to fight for. Obviously, we were saying something similar on Nuke, and then the second half rolled around, and they didn't really do much of anything there. Just Faze running away with it and having a really good time. G2. Where's that spark that's going to ignite this team to feel a little bit more fresh? I'm not seeing it at the moment. JKS is getting kill on Robs. And again, this should be the round that they just pick up for nearly nothing here. Shooting gallery in the middle.
Yeah, but they're not hitting all of the shots. It's actually getting pretty compromised here. This was the eco, Anders, and it's now down to a 2-on-2. Connecting the dots with these Desert Eagles. This was a round that was locked in. This is one I wasn't really paying attention to. Just waiting for it to be over, analyzing the money going forward. But now...
Don't tell me, Henry, they're going to lose the round.
I don't think they do. It looks like it's under control, but if another Deagle shot comes in, this could be really problematic. So it's Brokey that's going to try and feign this B attack right now. He's going to try and walk in. Even if he goes down, he's trying to pull the rotations away from the A side. Rain waiting patiently with the bomb towards Palace. So Brokey, though, the problem is he's low. He doesn't get this kill.
No.
But if he can make enough noise and survive for maybe 5 seconds, he might be onto something. But it's going to be Hunter to take him down. That's the cue. Rain has to go now. And Hooksy hasn't moved. So he'll get the plant. Well, he would have done. But unfortunately now he should be done for. They know exactly where he is. A max damage grenade. 88 damage. So well played from Hooksy there. An uncomfortable round, but regardless, to get it over the line, that's all that matters. Final round up next.
It is all that matters, but you still can't help but feel it's also symptomatic of you know, G2 never getting the momentum. Like, it's not even a round they can celebrate. It's a round where you're like, oh, that got way too close. Like, we're actually a bit worried at the end here. You'd like a round every once in a while where it just feels like smooth sailing and everyone's feeling quite good about it, but they have to struggle for everything right now. That's got to be exhausting at the end of a game when you just feel like there are no easy rounds. 15th is coming up, and plenty of money for Faze.
There is a world of difference between 10-5 and 9-6. Just from a psychological point of view, 9-6, you'd be thinking, okay, we recovered this. If you're giving up double digits on your CT side, you know that's a bad spot to be in. And Faze going back to Old Faithful here, I would say, Anders. The A execution with all 5 members. Swiss will join the boys momentarily. And we're going to see the basic smoke. This might just be a contact play here. They're quite close to the ramp already. They've been detected. Flashbang will have to go over, and the commitment comes in. Yeah,
immediately putting out the Molotov there is JKS, and Nico with the early kill in the round, hoping and holding on to try and get that 6th round on the board. Nico with the double, and JKS doing amazing work down there. He didn't get Molotov'd out. Brokey fighting back a little bit, but it feels like the G2 defense has held up very nicely at the moment.
4 versus 2. A resurgence of sorts here for G2, considering they were 8-1 down. They have fought tooth and nail to find some convincing rounds, string a few together. It's still not the best looking G2 we've seen, but this is much better, giving them a fighting chance going into that second half. There's surely nothing going to be done here for Twist and Brokey, just going through the motions here, the formalities, as they are completely locked out of the A bomb site. Flashed off in the smoke. Twist would do very well to find anything from this position.
Yeah, he's trying. He does make his way down the ladder, but it took almost all of his health away. And Monacy's holding that line up, so Brokey, he's sandwiched in. He's got 30 seconds. We've seen some crazy clutches from him in the past, but with low health and the way that he's boxed in right now, there's no room for error. Every single shot that he fires right now has to connect, and the clock's running down very low. 15 seconds. He's thinking about it, going for the peep. I want to see on the other side. It will be 6 at the end for G2. See that energy on the G2 side, because they're really lacking it at the moment, and FaZe have plenty at the moment. Let's see how this plays out. Second half is coming up here. Second map of the day. And FaZe and G2 is a wonderful headline, but we need G2 to really show up here and win this pistol round. And so far, so good. They're on the site, and actually the B bomb site is where the bomb is at, so this is all just a bit of a fake, and with Twist getting the first kill, that might be a real problem.
It really is. They haven't spotted the C4 yet, but they have gained access in towards the B bomb site. One will be planted here, so no. Even with the man disadvantage,
they're going to waste all their time, Henry. They think it's A. They think it's an A plant. They're going to waste all of their time trying to retake the wrong bomb site, Henry. They've been bamboozled.
They really have. The penny has dropped, and the retake begins right here, right now. Hooksy towards the murder hole, looking for at least a frag here if possible. He'll be dropped, and now 2 players remain. Can they do it? It would be amazing if they can actually pull this one off. The fake plant. It bought so much time in a 3 versus 2.
And with no kits, that time you do not have. You have to run all the way back. Hunter getting a double, JKS getting another one, and I think there's no chance here. With a kit, maybe. Without, absolutely not. What a play from G2.
Unbelievable scenes here. A tactician's dream.
Yes.
The full sell of the A bomb side there. They took the Bay hook, line, and sinker. Everyone was convinced it was an A plant. So far removed from the retake there. It was, what, a 5-on-3. Hunter had to go above and beyond for G2, delivering on all fronts. JKS as well holds strong with the Glock. And a must-win pistol is converted against all odds. A 5-on-3 situation. Faking that A side. Planting a B, stealing it all away. They have to get back the force by now. 4 players towards top and middle. Smoke down. This is very quick. G2 looking to get up towards short. Hooksy setting up the flashbang here.
Oh, but Robs is playing, listening for that very flashbang, and he's going to get the dink, but not quite enough. JKS will take him down regardless. Just a huge difference in the firepower of the weaponry there. Brokey at the back of bench. Deagle in hand and right down in front. He takes Nico out. delivers the bomb right to him. What is going on? It is disgusting. It should never be possible, but he's found 3 kills. And that is gonna throw the round into question. A 4th one in Henry. He's breaking the entire universe apart now. It's just Hooksy left. How could this be done? Brokey. He's completely broken the game. Finally caught his twist, and Brokey comes back looking for the Deagle ace. He's got Hooksy in front. He's wasting a couple of bullets, and he finally goes down. But my God, I've never seen anything like it. Rain now trying to salvage this round. Don't let it go. Brokey delivered it to you right to your doorstep. One more bullet and Hooksy's out of it. And Rainy's got to be panicked. He's got to be ice cold here, and instead it's Hooksy. He steals it back. And G2, they keep it alive.
One of the most impressive sequences we've seen all tournament long. 4 Desert Eagle headshots delivered by Brokey, but the round is not picked up. It looked like he didn't stand a chance to even find one here. How he gets that 3rd, I will never know. So much skill on this server, and it's being realized time and time again. Hooksy saves the day. Brokey, he deserves an M4 going forward. He was the hero they needed. Couldn't quite convert the round, but maybe they can make a dent here in round number 18. Oh my. First kill for JKS. That's Rops removed from the Palace position. Brokey currently in CT spawn. We've got Rain at the A ramp as well, and G2 are just going to pump the brakes here. Wait for the reaction. See what they can find.
That is hard to forget, that Brokey round, but we'll try our best to move on. Let's get into the 18th round here.
Imagine if he got the ace as well. Like, that was arguably the easiest shot of them all. That 5th one.
Probably was.
And yeah, it doesn't quite connect. I think he hit a single body shot, but it would have been one of the best Eagle plays we've probably ever had.
Yes, I would agree.
If he pulls that one off.
I would agree. That would be in the history books right away.
Oh, it's still going to be a clip. It's still going to be out there.
It'll be quite the clip.
It's going to be talked about for a while. But unfortunately, without the round win, it doesn't go down as legend.
No, I agree. But yeah, it's a strong reminder. If you're new to the game, you're watching, you know, dipping your toes in a bit of Counter-Strike, Brokey is the kind of player that can do that. Not just with the Deagle, but with the AWP as well. He is a really fun player to watch, exactly for that reason. 25 seconds, and they're bringing the bomb in rather late today. Bomb side, I'm getting nervous already.
Brokey is there. The villain of the previous round. He could actually shut this one. If they go for a default plant, he can deny this, Anders.
Oh, there's a flank coming in, Hooksy. This is great. So that's going to secure the bomb plant. Hooksy
is there?
Goes for the kill.
Is there?
Oh, so close. Why would you wait that long? But it's all good. It's all good. They're tied up, Henry.
They're all tied up. 9-9. Round number 19. A weak buy, to say the very least here. They've got, what, a single smoke on each player. Swiss with no smoke. He's gone for the incendiary instead. So all the advantages they could really ask for here. G2 have pulled this game right back. They were 8-1 down. This is Faze's pick as well. Robs with the initial barrage of bullets toward the top or middle. Nothing connecting just yet. So the round will continue in a default manner.
Yeah, quite the mid-crunch that's going on. Hunter could join them if they want to, but they got 3 people leaning on in. Monacy doesn't quite hit the shot. He did just see the elbow of someone there, so it could have been the opening kill that they desperately need. Faze, obviously, first roll rifle round coming up for them, so I'm sure they would love to get back on track, back to their winning ways. In their minds, they're thinking this is going to be a pretty quick tour in their favor overall.
Yeah, but that idea is diminishing.
It is.
Lots of control for G2 in this round. 2 players in prime position. Nico in the connector, Hooksy in towards ladder room. And a B finish here would be excellent. Nico can control the rotations towards jungle. Hooksy can deny any control towards short. Start backstabbing as his teammates commit. Ideally smoking off towards the kitchen. And the CTs know they're lacking information right now. So going to take firm control of short. Hooksy sat in the smoke.
He's so close to the edge. Yeah, Shadow's going to be showing. It's a little bit too shallow And Twist will take him down. Good turnaround for Karrigan. He sees it coming, and now they know. They know everything.
Yeah.
You're right. Nico's meant to catch the rotations, but there might not be any. Twist is going to find Nico on the other side, and it's a very clean round. Only one casualty on the side of Faze. They had the idea, but I think Hooksy might have misjudged the smoke by a couple of inches.
Super nice round there from Faze. Pretty calm, very disciplined, great understanding of what they had to do. Didn't just sit in the B-bomb side. Made sure they had at least one area of contention under their grasp. That was short. Playing heads up, waiting for Hooksy to show himself, and then at that point, strong crossfires, important round to win. Remember, they had barely any utility there as well. They've now upgraded some AKs. Still a very important round here. You can see G2 feeling the burn of that second round against Brokey after losing so many players there. Sure, he didn't win the round, but it still has a knock-on effect here with the Galil's out, a P250 for Monacy. That wouldn't be the case unless Brokey found those frags. But speaking of frags, the first one's delivered. A lovely shot from Hunter. Opening things up there towards the connector. It's Rops removed early.
They have the kills on the board, G2. You can see they have enough players that are activated to actually make this an interesting game, which is what happened at the end of Nuke, and then they didn't quite pull it through, but as a team, they do look like they're starting to get there. 4 versus 5 to start the round with, and you can see they're taking a little bit of a liberty here on the defensive side. They're thinking, all right, let's exit the B-bomb site. Let's try to stack up more towards A.
Yeah.
It looks like it's the exact wrong move, unfortunately.
Yeah, this might just be a straight-up save. If it is a basic execution in towards B, Twist can do nothing about it, and that looks exactly what's coming through. A contact play with just a flashbang. It's actually the perfect call, considering what they're up against here. Hunter patrolling the middle area as well, watching window. And yeah, Twist can hear it now. They've already made the call. And with that kill, though, they might explore their options. It's not a done deal.
I feel like it's...
I don't think they go for it, but yeah, there was a slither of hope.
There is, and you see teams sometimes get almost baited into going for a round where they had almost already called off. I feel like once you call off a round, most of the time just stick with it. I feel like those, when you change your mind, you get the one extra kill. It's like, yes, but you still have to run across the whole map. And if you go for it, you lose all the rifles. So I'm kind of happy to see them just pull the plug on that round and say, that's it. We're out. It's going to tie the game, make it 10-10. Very open once again.
Yeah, and that was a difficult round. What was it? 2 Galils, a P250?
Yeah.
And just 1 kill required there. Hunter from the underpass strikes. Takes down a red-hot Rops. And that's all it takes as we go 10-10 indeed. But fortunately, Faze will save at least 4 weapons here, 2 of which, or 3 I should say, are AK-47s. Brokey with the M4. They can't buy an AWP, but they can certainly have a full array of weaponry. Just to know, Karrigan 5 and 13. Bottom of Faze at the top will be Rops 18. Oh no, I beg your pardon, Brokey now. 19 and 12 with Rops at 18 and 11. Top frag up for G2 is going to be between JKS and Hunter. Nico starting to simmer down. We're still fragging the 13. Just Monacy hasn't really got going yet. 8 kills for him.
Look at this speed. Hunter opening up. He's running straight there. He does slow down just to the corner of that catwalk. I feel like he would have kept going. Maybe he would have caught Twist, because I don't think anyone was aware that it was happening so fast. But you said it earlier. It's a dangerous position to have a T here.
So early on as well. Like, listening out for the sounds of the rotations, vision in towards window. It's a stifling spot, and he gets undetected. Like, and that's one of his calling cards. It used to be G2 would boost Hunter up into towards the window. That used to be their go-to. And now these fast maneuvers up towards short, undetected. Sure, they'll be aware of the possibility. It's uncomfortable now. Smoke off. Trying to get a man in towards connector as well, potentially.
Bomb is in the middle, along with 3 other people. Hunter looking for it. If anyone comes back here, he might be good for the shot, and he will be. Spraying down Rops. That's a bit more impressive. That makes it interesting. Hunter might be low, but he's done his job so far. Might be on Rain this whole round. If he can stop the ramp push, he can maybe lock them in a little bit. Crossfire between him and CT Spawn. That's what they need to do. 35 seconds. And look at Brokey. He's reading it. He knows he has to come and help out Rain, who's doing an amazing job. Rain keeps the headshots going. 3 kills in his favor. 25 seconds here as Monacy's finally getting some kills. But Hunter never knew it's Twist who comes in with the double. And it's Faze to win the round, and it's all thanks to Rain.
Stone cold finish from Twist as well, but you are dead on, Anders. Rain had to dig deeper than ever at that point. An isolated position. Looked like his back was to the wall. You can see he was overmanaged at that point already. Yeah. He was looking towards pallets and a ramp. Comes out on top against JKS and somehow picked up 2 more kills as well. and gets the aggro for Twist at the very end there to swing out from CT spawn and win a very, very important round for FaZe Clan. They go 11-10, and of course, a tactical timeout has been called. Just considering the ramifications of this particular round. Once again, P250's Galil's, a couple of AKs thrown in for good measure. But G2 will be in a very difficult spot here for round number 22. This one is now warming up. This is the series we were hoping for. Excellent clutches, world-class gameplay, and it right down to the wire as well in terms of the scoreline.
Yeah. This is what the game promised. When you saw this on the calendar, you think, okay, this is the kind of game that it could be. And I agree. Now we're really delivering. It's also says something about the caliber of players on FaZe that karrigan could be at 5 kills and you're not even noticing. You don't even realize that he's stuck there because everyone else is playing so well and they're making good calls and everything else. So a lot of the times it would be a huge liability, but it feels like it's if unless I call it out, you don't even see it.
Well, here we go. Huge round. FaZe Clan will be in touching distance of closing this one out 2-0 if they can pull this one off cleanly. G2 operating with that P250 again. Hooksy without even a helmet. Hunter with the Galil. Slower pacing on the round here, but mid-control Garnet at least. Trying to break through in towards the connector. 3 players actually making their way through.
There's the first spot, but Rob's there to pounce, and he'll eventually spray down Nico. Good return. And it's a double. Hunter's taken down karrigan in the meantime, so the A bomb side under a little bit of pressure. 2 people towards CT spawn, but a wide swing for JKS behind the flasher Hunter, and it doesn't get any better than that. Twist and Brokey, they got to think about the money as well. He's in a good position right now, and dreaming of winning the round on his own, just tapping away. We know he's got the mechanics, and he's showing them off right now. Bear kills coming through, and it's suddenly a 2 versus 2, going for the spam. He almost could have had that kill there, but on the crossfire, Brokey is smoked off, so do you want to go for this? Do you want to risk it?
Well, the way Twist is playing right now, you might want to consider it at least. Pretty far removed, though. Brokey will confirm they won't be necessarily going all in for this one. Twist is exploring his options. We're past the halfway point here as well now. A smoke available. Brokey's nowhere to be seen. No kills offered up, and that will be the save. Amazing effort from Twist once again. That round shouldn't have even been close as a 4 versus 2. He strikes back with formidable force. Brilliant crosshair placement on the first. The flick to the second as well. He will survive with the AK and the AWP, but the headline is we're tied up once again, 11-11. G2 winning a very important round when the money was extremely tight. Round 23 might be another tactical pause here. We're getting to the real important rounds of this stage. Deep in the mud. And there was a lovely mid-push. 3 players towards the connector. Overwhelming force. This was the moment Twist made it possible for FaZe Clan, but unable to convert. In terms of their financial situation, though, doesn't look like they'll be force buying. They're going to bring out a 5-7 for karrigan. Robson Rain also at about $2,000, so not really much they can do with it. They've got a Brokey AWP, a Twist AK, enough to win a round, but just don't have the finances to justify an investment around it.
Yeah, I respect this for FaZe. I think it makes sense for them to play this a little bit more cool. There's still rounds left to be played for. Even if they were to lose this round, it's not necessarily done yet. So why not keep the dream of a full buy alive a little bit longer? If you force up into this round and lose it, you're giving G2 a massive runway to close out the map. And obviously that's the nightmare. Here we go.
Execution. Taking a leaf out of the FaZe playbook. And in terms of Brokey's position, he is here. He's at the steps right now. The AK-47, that's a B, unfortunately. The first shot rattles off, does not connect. Do they want to continue with this push?
Yeah, they heard the AWP, but they're still going for it. Oh my god, he executed him. Rob's just deleted Nico out of the round with a 5-7. Hooksy, good on the return through the smoke. This is a USP, so not going to be quite enough stopping power on that one, but Brokey's reposition, walks right at the edge of the smoke, and they're not ready for it. Can he get another flick? He almost got, but it's delayed. It's time enough for Twist to show up, and now there's a flank coming in. karrigan. Will anyone look? They just passed through this way, Henry. Surely they don't check it.
He's pretty far away, though. He's coming through. They haven't recovered the bomb, and now, okay, he's getting closer. And Twist will find the kill. They've actually got the advantage here. JKS will have no idea that karrigan's coming. If he peeks now, it could be the guaranteed frag.
I think he's thinking about B. think he might try to slip out towards the B bomb site because it's so uncomfortable, and Twist has already read it. He knows.
Bear in mind, this was the eco. They entered with the AK and the AWP, but they were USP'd in a 5-7 otherwise, so Carrigan's got no armor. 30 seconds remaining. Carrigan not hearing anything. He's going to go hunt for some information, surely.
Look at the brain on Twist. He's not even going back to catch anyone. He's just listening by. He's just saying, when you punch in the digits on the bomb, I will be right next to you. And it's going to be so hard. JKS might have a chance to fake it once, but that's about it. He can't do a second fake, so this has to be flawless for JKS.
Oh, he's got the smoke. So Twist now can't just come out and deny straight away. JKS aware of the possible placement of Twist, but it will not matter. 3 kills in the round. Brokey stealing the show, though, the AWP shot he managed to pick up. It was such a great effort from G2, collapsing in towards the A side, but the pistol opened things up. It was the 5-7 that found the opening frag, and Faze will answer back with an eco victory, recovering an AK-47 as well. This was a shot denying that plan, Anders.
Yes.
That was absolutely everything, and then Twist. He's come close a few times, one of these magnificent rounds that saves the day here on Mirage, but fully converted this time. And I was going to say, another tactical timeout probably on the agenda here. They do get the bomb planted, of course.
It's just so smart for him to relocate that far across the map, because in a world where Rain gets to escape and Twist is still playing the connector and Carrigan's in the palace, it's a very different round. In that moment, there would be a lot of time to reposition there at the end, and it would have been a lot more interesting for the T side, but didn't really work out, unfortunately. So 12-11, a 1-round lead, but you're right, it was off the back of an eco.
Yeah. Throws a spanner in the works here for G2. They're averaging $3,500 per player, maybe not even that. And the top end is Hooksy with 4,200, everyone else hovering around 3K. It looks to be the full eco. Just a deagle for Nico. So 13-11 looks locked in.
It's Brokey, Twist, and Robs all at 20 kills in the 24th round. I mean, it's so hard to stop that. This feels like it's too
5,
much.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't even matter. Like
yeah, you're right.
You don't even notice they're playing like it's not even a factor. The rest of them are doing all the work. Rob swinging that M4 around in the middle. Nico waiting for the smoke to fade. Hoping to let go of a single bullet, but it's going to go the other way instead. 13-11. A much closer game here, but G2, the economy started to be put under pressure. They had to save that last round, and Faze, they can smell victory.
They can. But still a long way till they get to that 2-0. Like, finding 16 rounds against G2, always going to be a difficult procedure. It's been a very closely contested second map. The first one was a blowout, sure. Even with winning both pistols, G2 lost 16-7 on their map pick of Nuke. Can they take us to a third? It'd be Inferno to close things out here. First shot rattles off towards top of middle. It's the 2 AWPers going toe-to-toe, but the smoke will buy Monacy a little bit of time and space here. And back towards B, Anders. That's what Carrigan is. As I mentioned, he's only got 5 kills so far. Maybe that's an area you want to bully and see if you can open things up.
Oh, Monacy will find the kill. I was going to say, I thought it was a one-way in the middle that he was looking over and in that window, but the smoke faded. Good to see Monacy. He's got 12 kills, but they need more than that. They need a lot more.
So 5-on-4. Carrigan's actually pushing in towards B here. There's a key fight. I don't think Carrigan has the control of the situation.
That's the bomb.
Hooksy, what have you done?
That's not ideal.
What have you done?
That is not ideal, Henry.
They've got time to punish this. There's not enough backup for him to do much with it. But this kill was incredibly important. Okay, JK saves the day here. And Twist will once again
roll the
make
bomb
things
forward.
Uncomfortable. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Hooksy, that is an absolute blunder. Walking through with the bomb alone.
That could cost them everything.
Yeah, and this was the round they were looking good to win as well. A 5-on-4 in their favor.
This Molotov is in. Oh, he's going to throw it the other way. They didn't have a smoke or anything, so if he had thrown it and maybe with a little bit of help of a teammate, they could have maybe trapped someone in the corner.
Oh, what do you even do here?
Die is the answer.
Oh,
Twist
no.
just absolutely wrecks them.
It's
a third kill.
It's a real schoolboy error, I'm afraid, Anders, what we'd call it in the UK. You're alone, you've got the man advantage, you want a bit of B info, you want to see what's going on, but you've walked in and you haven't realized. I'm assuming you didn't know he had the bomb. I was going to say, Carrigan didn't even have the best position there. He was transitioning to the corner himself. Still had the advantage, which suggests it just wasn't the right play. And it will be Faze who can't believe their luck. Twist again, another hat-trick in the round, courtesy of the setup, the alley-oop from Carrigan here. And it was looking so good. They got that opening pick. The man advantage was there. This was a reaction forced out by G2. They wanted these reactions to come through. When you get the opening pick, you expect them. But you don't walk into the choke point with the bomb. You can't be doing that.
No, it's really devastating. It's easy to turn around and throw it away. Obviously, it's one of those happens in the moment, but...
what are they here? Have they force bought into this? Well, no, they've got an AWP from Odyssey, who is currently sat on 12 kills, and it's full eco otherwise. So this is the series points. Nico's been removed early. Oh, rough scenes here now. Limping in towards Palace. JKS will be there alone with no armor.
They are dreaming of that AWP making the difference here.
Odyssey hasn't showed up yet, unfortunately.
No, I agree. It's not as dangerous as it normally would be. And he is an insane player in his own right. We know he could do it, but they haven't ever really got the role going. JKS has 17 kills. That's pretty good. He's got the Deagle.
Great. Yeah.
Hunter as well with 19.
They've turned up as a squad. It's been a much better performance, but some of the rounds that they have given up, handed over at points, that's been the difference maker here. If they somehow win this round, all bets are off. They're right back in this, Anders. They can win it. Bear in mind, like, we're maybe being unfair here. It's a Monacy AWP. Like...
Monacy AWP, a couple of Deagles.
Crazy things can happen.
If you're on the G2 side, if you're a fan, you need to cross your fingers right now and hope that it works out. He actually did get the tag on Rops, but he gets to live. Oxy and Hunter, they bring it back a little bit. 30 seconds here. USP's out, and Brokey's got no fear at all in winning that fight. Goes straight for it. Hunter, it doesn't matter. The bomb is on the other side, and he's only got 20 seconds. He gets saved the M4, and that is about it. It will be 15 on the side of Faze. He is so far away from the action. Unless they face him and fight him both at the same time, he doesn't have the time for
that would be one with the history books if they were to do that, but it will be Twist to confirm the round and maybe even the series. So close. Yet so far it feels like 4 rounds in a row, certainly possible. It's difficult to put this team to bed.
They might have won the round if it tags the wall. You could see it going through the frame of the window.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Robs dies, and it's going to be a very different round.
Hooksy with the dink there on towards Brokey. Maybe there was something to be said if he picks that one up, but... should be the final round of the series, ladies and gents. Brokey and Carrigan operating with the double AWP setup. Mentioned that could be a thing as well after the first half, seeing Hooksy with the same idea. Your weaker fraggers, your in-game leaders, patrolling the B bomb site, and for now it's towards top of middle. CT's inquiring about an opening frag, and there will be
another nade
finding
it.
Yeah, and that's huge. What a man to take down.
They just take him out. They say, we know how dangerous he could be. Just get rid of him before you even fire that AK in the middle. Devastating news.
It really is, Anders. 5 on 4. Series points. FaZe Clan have really shown up today. A great team performance. The stars shining brightly. JKS. Potential of a double there. Trey doesn't help them out too much. It's something. Bomb still down towards top of middle. A shot rattles off towards connector. Follow-up grenade as well. Should do some damage. Doesn't quite connect as we hit the 1 minute mark. Good flashbangs.
Yeah, good awareness for Brokey, realizing that if there is an AWP in there, why would you want to make the jump? Why not just be safe and throw the grenade instead? 50 seconds, a little bit of movement here. Twist into the middle. He could get himself killed. Hunter, he hears it, but he's making footsteps on his own, and he can't catch him. That is close. He almost had an opportunity to bring it back into a 3-on-3. Hooksy trying to peek this, but it's right into the crosshair. He offered himself up to Robs. And this might be done, Henry. Monacy alone in a 1 versus 4. He's going to get shot down. It's FaZe looking hot as they should as they take down G2 in a 2-0 fashion.